Welcome to the best gambling show on the internet. This is the home of the money pick. And last week we were 4-0 on our bets. You can check out my Patreon. And listen, I love doing this because I got messages saying, Lawson, you saved Christmas. Lawson, you helped save my car. Lawson, you helped put food on my family's plate. And that's what we do here. This is why this is the best gambling show on the internet. This is the only show that actually wins money. First game. We got the New England Patriots at the LA Rams. The Rams are -6, and I got the Rams to win in the cover. And, you know, the Patriots story, we're going to be hearing it all week. Well, they beat Herbert. Well, they beat Anthony Lynn. But no, this is McVay, this is Goff, and this is a good Rams running attack going against the front seven that, for me, isn't all that good. And then you still got the problems with the Patriots offense. One blowout does not solve that. I'm not going peekaboo and hiding from the Patriots' problems. And you got to look at this game from the motivation standpoint. Yes, the Patriots are still playing for some things, but this Rams team, literally every game could mean their season, could mean their playoff destiny. So I just think the Rams pound the living hell out of them on offense. And then when that Rams run game works, we know Goff is going to make plays through the air. Rams to win in the cover, pretty damn sure about it. Next game, we got the Green Bay Packers at the Detroit Lions. Green Bay is favored by 7. I got Detroit +7, and this is a borderline money pick. I think Green Bay wins this game, but I think Detroit keeps it close. And whenever you get rid of a guy like Matt Patricia, it adds a little bit of something to the locker room. It adds a little bit of spice, and plus, are we going to say the coaching's not better? Look at what Bevel did last week to beat the Bears. And I'm not saying the Lions are coming in here and pulling in an upset, but I think they're going to fight. I think they're going to keep it close. And I don't think this is going to be a cakewalk for the Green Bay Packers. The Lions, though, do have problems, but it seemed like this offense was more high energy, and that's what they're going to need to do to cover this. Next game, we got the Tennessee Titans at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars are +7. I got the Titans to win in the cover. Titans are -7, and I think the Titans come in here, and I think they take care of business. I made it a money pick against the Titans last week, and the Titans fans were writing paragraphs saying how they were going to kill the Browns. Well, I guess that didn't happen, right? But I think the Titans rejuvenate. I think they get back to business. And Jacksonville, they can't stop the run. And we saw them play well against Minnesota last week, but we need to remember Minnesota's playing absolutely terrible football at the moment. So when I'm looking at this, I just think the Titans are the more physical team, but also they're the more focused team. And the weakness of this Titans defense is play action, throw it deep on them. Mike Glennon, if Minshew gets in, that's just not going to happen. Jacksonville doesn't have that in their arsenal. Next game, we got Dallas -3.5 at the Cincinnati Bengals. I got Cincinnati to win in the cover, and I love Cincinnati with this +3.5. It's a borderline money pick. I think the cold weather is going to help. We're going to have to watch and see how Dallas plays tonight. That will be interesting. That will answer some of our questions. But I think Cincinnati's playing decent football with Brandon Allen. Brandon Allen can make some plays, and the Cincinnati defense isn't as bad as people think. I'm not saying they get a money pick for Cincy to win, but I absolutely love them with this +3.5. Next game, we got the Arizona Cardinals at the New York Giants. Arizona is -2.5. I got Arizona to win in the cover. We've been riding the Giants these last few weeks. Our hand has been in the cookie jar, and we've been taking out just clumps of $100 bills from the Giants cookie jar. But Arizona's going to come back, man, and they looked bad against the Rams, but we called that. We knew it was going to happen. But don't be surprised if Arizona looks rejuvenated this week and Arizona offers something. Now, here's what we need to watch. If Daniel Jones is back, just tear up this piece of paper, tear up my pick, and I'm going to have to go to the drawing board. But if Colt McCoy starts, which there is hints that he will, give me Arizona to win in the cover. Next game, we got the Houston Texans at the Chicago Bears. Houston is -2. I got Houston to win in the cover, and the Bears are so unpredictable. If you bet the Bears, you have a gambling problem, my friend. And you just don't know what Bears you're going to see. And there's no coach they can fire. There's no second, third string quarterback in here who can come in and bring some energy. The Bears are the Bears, and it seems as if this defense has quit 2 weeks ago. It seems like they're already on Booking.com going to Brazil with me where I'm going, or booking a vacation to the Caribbean islands. That's just the vibe I'm getting from the Bears defense. Can you guys correct me if I'm wrong? And then you got Houston. They don't really look like they're fading. They're playing good. And if you can protect Deshaun Watson will make big plays regardless of who's at wide receiver. Deshaun makes more plays than Mitch this game. Houston wins and covers. Next game, we got Denver. The Denver Broncos at the Carolina Panthers. Carolina is -3. Money, money, money! Money! Tentatively, I got Carolina to win in the cover. Yes, we've won a lot of money on Denver this year. Yes, Denver isn't playing too bad of football right now, but Carolina at home, they've just played good, man. And I think Carolina does more little things. I think they are a better coach team than the Broncos. And whenever you have that going for you, you have a little bit of confidence. And this Carolina offense, I think that's the matchup against the Denver team I like. Carolina's offense against Denver's defense. That's where I think Carolina has some fun. And we haven't seen Drew Lock step up on the road. He stepped up at home, and we've gotten big bets that way. But we haven't seen him come in and play really solid games on the road. Neither has the run game really followed on the road for the Broncos. That's why I think Carolina wins and covers. A lot of it is Matt Rule, and we got to give Matt Rule credit. And I know he's not going to win the Coach of the Year, but he's been doing phenomenal. Next game, we got the Minnesota Vikings at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay is -6.5. I wanted to sing the money song. This is a borderline money pick, but it's hard to bet against your own team. I've done it this year to success, but Tampa Bay wins and covers. And if anyone's doubting me, I know the Vikings are dangerous when you give them +6.5. But if anyone is questioning me, I want you to go watch that Jacksonville film. I want you to go watch that Carolina film of the Minnesota Vikings. And the Minnesota Vikings just aren't playing good, okay? And I know Tampa Bay's not playing all that great, but Tampa Bay plays bad against really good teams. Minnesota plays bad against lower echelon teams in this league. That's why I think it's a money pick for the Buccaneers. And here's what – and the Vikings, they won't be able to get a pass rush. And I don't think Eric Kendricks will play. The Vikings get a lot of their pass rush from blitzing Eric Kendricks or Harrison Smith, and that's all well and good, but that's very hard to do against a high IQ machine like Tom Brady, and I think Brady's going to absolutely pick them apart, and Tampa Bay needs to get serious. This is the time in their season where it's borderline Alamo time. We need to start seeing some results. We need to start seeing some better play. And I think they beat the living hell out of my Minnesota Vikings. Tampa Bay wins and covers, borderline money pick. Next game, we got the Kansas City Chiefs at the Miami Dolphins. Kansas City is -7.5. Money, money, money. Money. Kansas City wins and covers, and I'm going to have to think about this as the week goes on. We have to look at Kansas City's motivation level, but their motivation level is high. You want that first bye because second seed doesn't get that bye in the playoffs, so I think Kansas City's going to come in focused and hungry. And listen, we can talk about Kansas City's offense all day. I think Brian Flores will actually have a good game plan for this Miami defense. I think the Miami defense actually plays good this game, but I think this Chiefs defense absolutely destroys the Miami offense. I think this Miami offense has problems when Tua's under center, and I think it's time for a good team to exploit that. That's why I like Kansas City with the points and Kansas City to win. Next game, we got the Indianapolis Colts at the Las Vegas Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders are surprising +2.5, and I'm going win and cover for the Raiders. I'm really concerned about the Raiders. And everyone's going to say, Lawson, you're going against the Colts. You bet them 2 straight weeks, and they came good for you. I know it is tough, but this is one of those tough games that makes gamblers. We don't look in the rear view mirror. We're looking ahead on what's coming on this road, what's coming in the terrain, and what's coming in this terrain is Josh Jacobs 35 times and Derek Carr on play action. That's what's coming on this terrain. And this Raiders defense has to step up. This Colts offense can be controlled. Even though the Colts offense has been really good at times this year, I feel like they can be stopped. And a lot of teams, they choose to stack the box and let Phillip Rivers throw. I think that's a good strategy, and I think that's one that the Raiders will exploit. And what's also interesting about this game is the Raiders' motivation level. They had no business beating the Jets last week. And it was scary, and I felt it, and everyone knows I was really, really nervous about that Raiders game last week, but they survived it. And that's one of the things that will change this team. It will change their mentality. And I think they come in here and they absolutely take care of business. It's a money pick for this +2.5. A borderline money pick. We got to see how this line moves. I really hope it moves up to +3, but I think Vegas wins and covers this game. Next game, we got the New York Jets at the Seattle Seahawks. The Jets are +14. I have the Jets to cover, Seattle to win, and this is just an old shark move by me. And I remember when everyone got mad because I picked the Jets +13 against the Bills, or I've picked the Jets a few other times to cover against the Chargers as a money pick, and it's game good. This is no money pick, but I think they keep it close. But the reason why it's not a money pick is because Seattle's going to come out absolutely throwing bombs. After that Giants game, this Seattle offense needs to wake up. They need to put up 30-plus points against this Jets defense. And this Jets defense will lose Greg Williams. They will lose inspiration. They will lose talent with Greg Williams. I think Seattle comes in here and absolutely knocks them. I do think the Jets cover late with some garbage points, but Seattle wins. We need to watch Seattle because if they don't look good this game, we have to remember it for further weeks with our betting. Next game, we got the Atlanta Falcons at the LA Chargers. The Chargers are +2.5. Money. Borderline money pick. I got the Chargers to win in the cover, and everyone's going to be like, Lawson, you're so stupid, even though you won everyone money these last few weeks. I've been winning money all year, guys. And don't doubt me. I know everyone's going for this Raheem Morris narrative. They're saying, oh, damn, he's such a good coach and he needs to stay another year. No, he's not that good. And I remember when he was head coach as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers head coach. It was an absolute disaster, and he belongs nowhere near a position like that. Anthony Lynn, he probably should be fired by now. So there's not a huge advantage for the Chargers. Although I will admit Raheem's got his team playing harder. But I think Herbert and this offense takes over the game. I got the Chargers +2.5. And is this Atlanta defense fixed yet? Is anyone going to wake me up and say, is this Atlanta defense fixed? Has their red zone offense been fixed? I haven't seen it. And everyone's ready to jump ship on the Chargers after that blowout loss against the Patriots. That's fine. I understand. But you know what? We're not betting last week. I already won tons of money last week. We're not going back to last week and replaying it. We're looking forward, and this is a new week, and it doesn't mean the Chargers are going to come out and play terrible again. I think the Chargers come out and play good. I think they win and cover. Next game, we got the New Orleans Saints at the Philadelphia Eagles. Philly is +7. I got Philadelphia to cover, Saints to win. Now, is Jalen Hurts going to start? Because we saw a spark of energy once he came in that I wasn't expecting. And at this point, I don't think you can start Wentz. And I'm not one of those guys who puts all the blame for the Philadelphia Eagles on Carson Wentz. They can't block. They can't pick up a blitz. The receivers don't run good routes, and the play calling has issues. But I think they get a nice spark from him. I really like Philly to cover this 7. I really like them to cover the 7. I think the Saints win with a late field goal, but there's some matchups to watch this game. There's still no Drew Brees with the Saints. This Philadelphia Eagles defense, they're known to show up and put on a great performance at any given time. This is one that I think Saints fans should be on upset watch. I think this game's going to be closer than people think. Next game, we got the Washington football team. Thank you, Washington, for that win last week at the San Francisco 49ers. San Fran is -3.5, and it's been cute. And you see Riverboat Ron with the cancer. You see Alex Smith recovering from that leg injury. They've been coming in, putting up dubs in this league, and you think they're going to go into San Francisco and win this game, right? And continue the energy and push the Giants for this playoff spot, right? Not so fast. Not so fast. San Francisco wins and covers because San Fran is just more solid. They're going to run the ball. They're going to use play action. And this Washington defense, the way you got to hit them is you got to attack their secondary. You got to spread them out. And you got to throw a few deep passes. We know San Fran doesn't like doing that. But Mullins can throw it down the field. And the kid can make some plays down the field. I think he actually will have the better game than Alex Smith. And this is going to be one of those letdown weeks for the Washington football team. We're going to remember why they are the Washington football team, or the Washington no-name, so to speak. San Fran wins and covers. But wait for this to work down, because right now it's -3.5 for San Fran. I think this could work down to -2, maybe even a -1, because everyone's crazy about Washington and everyone loves the Alex Smith story. So I think this line will change. Be patient, be diligent, and monitor it throughout the week. Next game, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills are -1, so this is a pick 'em pretty much. I'm going to go Bills to win in the cover. And I said it was a good thing for the Steelers to have a loss, and they got their loss. I think it will motivate them, and this is what makes me nervous about this pick. This game can go either way. If anyone tells you they know who's going to win this game, turn them off and come subscribe to this channel, because this is where you're going to win the money. Because if you have a good feeling on the Pitt-Buffalo game, that's fine. Write it below. Hit the like button. Comment below. But, man, I don't have a read, and I'm thinking out loud here. Okay. So you got a damn good Pittsburgh defense against a high-octane Bills offense. Then you got a Bills defense that's above average to average, but they do look like they're playing a little bit better against a pretty good Pittsburgh offense, but a Pittsburgh offense that isn't explosive. I got the Bills to win in the cover because the Bills make more explosive plays. It's that simple. When you have these close games, when you have these playoff matchups, you look at turnovers, but you also look at explosive plays. Stephon Diggs, Cole Beasley, I think they make more explosive plays than Big Ben and his dudes. Bills to win in the cover, not a lot of science. The last game of the weekend, we got Baltimore -1 at the Cleveland Browns. Our Cleveland Browns, they've been making us tons of money this year. Thank you, Cleveland, last week. As of right now, I got Cleveland to win in the cover, but we have to watch this game tonight with the Cowboys. We have to see where the Ravens are at, where the Ravens' health is at. Have they recovered from the COVID? How many players will be active? I just really like Cleveland, and I like riding that wave. Every single fundamental points to Baltimore to win this game, right? Everything we say points to them to win this game. But let me ask you a question. Are the Ravens as tough as the Browns? Is anyone going to stop this Nick Chubb and big offensive line from bulldozing things out of their path? I don't want to bet against it. The fundamentals say the Ravens will win this game. The fundamentals say that the Ravens offense will get going in this game, but I'm not betting it. I'm not betting it. The Browns are just too damn physical and too damn focused at the moment. Hit the like button. Share the videos. This is the best gambling show on the internet. Make sure you subscribe. Turn on your notifications. Let's get this money.